Good morning, good morning. We are in the tarot study of the High Priestess. I'm trying to scoot you in close to you. Okay, so let's go through and hopefully you can get the focus. If I don't think about it too hard. Um, there's the original Rider-Waite Tarot, the Divine. Whoa. I'm sorry. The biggest flock of blackbirds just flew by, like almost like a curtain of it. It was crazy. And then there was a bird. It came and sat on the windowsill earlier. I just posted on my Instagram. But that was like a crazy, because you know how you always see like the little line of birds on the power line. We have a power line you could see out across the road there, and sometimes they'll sit on there, but not this many. This was like that movie, The Birds. Okay, sorry, focus. Golden Art Nouveau, the Seer, which is the High Priestess in the Wildwood Tarot, and that's the I hate that you can't see these great. That's from the Wandering Star, Light Seers, Tarot of the Abyss, Tarot of Mystical Moments. I keep looking out going, are you going to do it again? Star Tarot, and the Good Tarot. Okay. I'd love to hear like which one of those, like even though they're blurry, is your favorite. So today we're going to be reading from Tarot as a Way of Life. And then, oopsie, went blurry again already. Boop, boop, boop. So Tarot as a Way of Life. And then, and it's not too super long, but it is small writing, so I hope that this is by Karen Hamaker Zondag. I don't know if I said that right or not. I hope I didn't mess it up for. Okay, so and all of these I normally get like either if they're on sale new, I'll get them on Amazon. But if they're not, then I'll get them either used on Amazon or used on like Abe's book, something like that. But I do normally prefer to get them used. It's just a better deal, and I like a lot of books. Okay. The High Priestess, card number 2. Which again, always try and like say it out loud and proud because of for my brain too, that it's actually the third card in the, even though it's labeled, it's officially number 2, it's the third card in the major arcana because you have the Fool as 0, Magician 1, High Priestess 2. We're going to memorize these as we go. The enormous vitality, love of action, and animation of the Magician find their necessary counterpart in the High Priestess. Just as our heartbeat alternates between movement and rest, so the Magician's love of activity can forfeit the right to exist or to be at variance with itself. When there is no room left for this phase of the High Priestess, she represents our need for complete internalization and inward looking that is not based on logic. The High Priestess withdraws from the outside world and is subdued and passive, receptive, and meditative. She is not engaged in any activity and she shows no animation, but she does have a mysterious power of attraction. We feel in her the fathomless depths of our soul, but without being able to put into words what we feel. We also feel in her a remarkable combination of being oneself and a total the pronunciation of words sometimes just go, I'm not going to be here for you today. I'm going on vacation. Welcome to Perimenopause. Quintessence. Without wanting to get involved. She is apparently willless and yet possesses a will, apparently lifeless yet fully dedicated to life. Which, sorry, my brain goes back and forth. Ding, 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 ding. So that being said, with the pronunciation going on a vacation so often, You should be very proud of me and honored that I'm here reading all these books because I'm whew. Okay. But but the life of the high priestess exists in the depths in our unconscious. It is this energy that puts us in touch with a deeper knowledge, intuitive and sometimes paranormal. For the high priestess herself, this is generally a natural component of her being. In her eyes, the paranormal is nothing special. Sorry, my lips have gone. She represents a deep rest, a great calm, such as may be experienced in serene prayer or in meditation. By virtue of this stilling of the mind, we can gain a new perspective on ourselves, our lives, and the problems with which we wrestle. We can find solutions not in the form of cut and dried answers. That is not how the high priestess works, but in the form of fresh, more innovative look at things. We also surrender ourselves to what comes on our path. In social matters, we do not seem to be useful in the high priestess's phase. We appear to be standing still, to have no burning desire, and to hesitate over something, to be unwilling to do it. Yet underneath all this lies the great strength of the high priestess. Various gifts and talents are maturing in the quietness, and they will come to the surface when another stage arrives. Yeah. With another card of the major arcana. Much growth and development is occurring, the major part of which is unseen. Often we ourselves are not aware of it. I have observed that many people who have drawn this card have complained of fatigue and have said that they just felt like sleeping. That is one form of expression, but tiredness springs not so much from physical problems or from illness as from a reorganization of psychic energy in the unconscious to enable them to cope better in the future. If we do not inwardly permit this stage, we shall, hopefully you can hear me, we shall discover at a later date that we are lacking in power and motivation just as we need them most. Therefore, the High Priestess is a very important yin card, which, sad to say, indicates a process that is pushed aside all too easily in a culture or society oriented toward hurry and achievement. When children draw this card, you often see them going through a period when they very much need to be alone. Within the framework of their personality as a whole, of course. They fantasize and daydream a lot, while schoolwork takes second place to their inner world. Adults who draw the card often need to slow down or to have some time off work, when you definitely enter your inner world and withdraw a little more from daily cares, which you will find less important in the phase of the High Priestess. You will be able to experience the feeling of happiness that belongs to the cultivation of calm. You, so to speak, tank up on it. I'll tell you what, I feel like I've been in the High Priestess mode for a couple years now. I just love, I don't know, just being in the not doing much. Except for this, showing up with you guys and doing our monthly circles here. I love it. Okay, but if the effect is negative, it can mean that you withdraw altogether from a daily life. Ooh. Suspend your activities, go and live in an ivory tower, or isolate yourself in some other way. Those around you are no longer understand you, and you understand yourself less and less. The feelings and images you get are no longer the result of a deep union with the pulse of life, but emerge from an extremely subjective experience having little to do with reality. Whereas, in a positive sense, the High Priestess, with her closeness to the stream of life, used the irrational and emotional as instruments to tune into people and situations. In her negative phase, she uses her energy to control others through emotions. She herself no longer does any work, but compels them to do it for her and thrives on their energy. How do we sign up to be able to do that? I'm just kidding. At her worst, she is an emotional parasite who manipulates people. Sorry. While she herself remains impassive. Or else she is an almost hysterical and emotionally imbalanced individual who at every turn sows discord in her environment. The mysterious and unfathomable depths of the High Priestess display her as a malign, magical allure produced by her capriciousness. Look at me. And sympathy seeking. The above applies to men as well as to women. In herself, however, the High Priestess tends to unlock for us our rich inner life, our hidden gifts and talents, and the knowledge flowing from one divine source. Through internalization, she indicates how we can draw from this wealthy source without being drowned in it. When this card turns up, try to relax in this field for once. Try to be at ease and to occupy yourself with things belonging to the riches of the unconscious. However, there is no need to remain passive, for each impulse can lead to something being done, even in the refrigerator. Take an interest in expressions of the unconscious. Take a nature walk, draw, or work with symbols. It makes no difference what you can do as long as it is inwardly calming, with no connection with the world of hurry, scurry, and achievement. There we go. Yay. Well, I enjoy that. Even though it has me questioning every turn, I'm like, no, that's me. Oh, maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe I'm the... Yeah, oh well. Much love.